Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday morning service. My name is Ed Sands, and I will be your service chair today. We are grateful for your presence. Today's service is being live streamed on Zoom and YouTube. If you are new to Ekoji, you'll find in the back of each seat pocket the slide guide, which will help you through the service and answer many questions you may have regarding the service order, as well as the history and the essentials of Shin Buddhism. Our main priority is keeping our Sangha a safe place to hear the Dharma. Although we are very happy to see each other, please be mindful of others' comfort levels. Please keep in mind the following policies. Please keep your masks on at all times. And thank you for your understanding. On the night Gene today is our resident minister, Reverend Nariaki Hayashi. Joining him is Minister's Assistant Eric Ishii. Now it is time for meditation and recitation of the Nembutsu.
Meditation provides a pause that prepares our mind to see Dharma. Please place your hands on your lap, lower your head slightly, close your eyes, and release tension for meditation.
Namo.
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 Please find the laminated sheet in the service book, which is in the back of the seat pocket. And we will now sing the Vandana T Sarvana, the three refuges. Please rise.
The Supreme Awakened One. I go to the Sangha for guidance. I go for guidance.
Please turn to page 33 in the service book, and we will now chant the Sanbutsuge.
So in the rising, Sarah, Georgian, Mama, Isho, Botein, Tokubu, Ugyoinda, Itakuku, Kamera, Show, Dunyo, Goja, Kuyo, Da, Shinto, Shoyo,
This morning, the Dharma message will be given by Reverend Ash.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday Dharma service. As Ed mentioned, so our service is hybrid. So we have in person, and also we take advantage of Zoom and have the service online as well. So this the online meetings apps, they have been they developed very well. Now almost probably everyone is using not only Zoom but Google and other sources as well. And it's good, but at the same time, because of the development of like Zoom and such, my meetings has increased a lot. And this may be the case for most of you as well. So like a few weeks ago, I was in a meeting. A very long meeting. It was a 2-day meeting, and we had 5 hours of conference on the first day, and then the next day over 6 hours. So total 11-hour meeting. And by the time the meeting was done, I was pretty tired. Before the conference, I had given the schedule of the events, for the 2 days. And as I was working my way through, the various meetings, I found myself constantly checking my watch, checking the time to see when we would be done. So my attention was all on the end of each event and on getting through it all. Unfortunately, thinking about the goal all the time, it made me even harder to, get there. In one of the writings of the famous psychiatrist Viktor Frankl points out the ideal of how we should behave in the moments we experience in our everyday lives. He said, "For the meaning of life differs from person to person, from day to day, and from hour to hour. What matters, therefore, is not the meaning of life in general, but rather the specific meaning of a person's life at a given moment." So this has been taken to mean, rather than seek the general meaning of life, which we think as our life goal, we should respond to each moment of life as we live it. I think this idea relates to the Buddhist concept of mindfulness, to be mindful and living in the present moment. I remember when I was in elementary school, I was told to read completely, 10 books by the end of the summer vacation. This is a tough homework for kids, so it took nearly 2 months, but I finished reading all 10 books. At the moment I completed the task, I felt like I had achieved something. I accomplished something. But the fact was that I didn't even remember the content of the first book I read. So to read a book just to complete reading seems to me a waste of time. So it is not how much you read, but how careful you read even one book. Similar is with chanting. So chanting is one of our rituals we do every week, service. And the chanting, we do it in a traditional way. So many of you are not familiar with the word and the sound. But of course, we have the English translation available in the service week itself. But when you think of the end of the sutra while you chant, the more you will feel frustrated with how long it is. But when you concentrate on the act of giving voice to each part of the sutra, it is noticeable how calming and focusing the chanting can be. Using chanting to control your breath, to calm yourself, focus yourself, is actually well known in Buddhist tradition. The first Buddhist king, Ashoka Maurya, in India, who lived around 268 BCE, erected many great pillars with lion capitals to spread Buddhism. The lion was a symbol of Buddha and often stood above images of geese. So the image of the lions stood above the image of geese. The Indian word for geese is hamsa. Indian word for geese is hamsa. And this hamsa, they said hamsa, hamsa. This is actually the first traditional breathing exercise. It's not only a word, it's hamsa. It's the first traditional breathing exercise. In addition, Doreen Hamilton, who was one of the minister's assistants of Toronto Buddhist Church, she pointed out how chanting can be good for your health for a number of reasons. So one reason, for example, is that she said the very sound of chanting helps to heal our bodies and minds. Parents have been singing lullabies to their children through the centuries. And we all know that when we feel tired, it helps to listen to some soothing music. She also says that chanting brings us to a steady rhythm. The movement of the sun, the movement of the plants, the change of the season, our heartbeat, the movement of the tides. So all of these are done in rhythm. Balanced and healthy people are people that have balanced rhythm. Chanting can also prepare our mind to listen and to receive the Dharma message. Chanting is to voice the words in the service book in the sutras, but it also requires you to listen to the chanting of others. So you have to listen to your surrounding, and blend your voice with their voice into a harmony. So the chanting is not only to read and to understand through the translation, but it's also to listen to others and to blend your voice with their voice into harmony. In this way, you enter a receptive state of mind since you're listening and you're trying to observe, the sound around you. You enter a receptive state of mind in which you can uncritically consider the dharma. So, it is not the goal with chanting that counts then, but the process by which we do it. If you focus only on the goal, you will not achieve anything lasting. But if you try to focus on the process and concentrate on each step one at a time without thinking the end, you become one with the process of chanting, and when you complete it, the achievement remains with you. This is same as in our everyday lives. It may be hard to pause in your busy life and think about exactly what and why you're doing stuff. Life can become a routine of automatically getting up, eating breakfast, leaving for work, coming home, eat dinner, feed your dog, go to bed, until the next morning when the cycle repeats. What the practices of Buddhism provides is a pause. Is a pause so that we can be conscious of what we are doing in our everyday lives. Our temple provides the practice by which to focus on the process of life. This is why our temple has rituals like chanting, meditating, burning incense, which we will do at the end of service, listening to Dharma, and also reciting Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu, Nembutsu, it's called Nembutsu, which literally means contemplate on Buddha, or to be mindful of Buddha. So as we say Namo Amida Butsu, we pause and we contemplate on Buddha. So do not just do the rituals because it is something we do every week, but try to concentrate on them and do them with total focus. Chanting. Please try to do it with total focus. Try to make them your own. If you do this again and again, you and the rituals will become one, and the comfort you will discover in them will always remain with you. Please join me in Basho together. By reciting the members Namo Amida Butsu, we are reminded what makes our individual lives even more meaningful, and we are also reminded of Dharma in times of need. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo.
It is now time for the ritual of shoko, the burning of incense. This is a time to quietly contemplate and reflect on the impermanence of life. A shoko involves drawing incense from a shared bowl, and we understand that individual comfort levels may differ. We offer this option to those who are comfortable doing so, but note that the ritual is not required. We invite you to come forward to the front table, offer gasho, and should you wish, place any dana, which is our offering of gratitude to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, in the bowl on the table. Dana is selfless giving and is used to support Ekoji's facilities, temple materials, our service books, and important programs and activities. Tugasho is to place our palms together through the circle of beads, the onenju, and is an expression of gratitude. By doing this, we welcome into ourselves the three treasures, Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. If you are new and would like to participate, but feel unsure about the steps involved, a Sangha member, Molly in the back wearing yellow kesa, will be available to help you through the process. Please approach mindfully, and once finished, please return to your seats via the side aisles. We have placed hand sanitizer on both the left and the right for your convenience and safety. Thank you. It is now time for closing meditation and recitation of the Nembutsu. Okay, just a few announcements. Okay, more than a few. Okay. I hope you have a water and food supply. Um, Weekly meditation continues on Thursday evenings at 7:30 p.m. here in the Hondo, hosted by Frank Swithers and Roger Scott. No registration is needed. Come as you are. Join our Dharma discussion group following the service. To participate, simply pull up a chair around the computer and or stay on the Zoom line at your home. A Buddhist movie discussion group will occur this afternoon at 2 p.m. All are welcome, and this is held in the Ekoji Zoom room. The focus will be on the documentary Wheel of Time. Today, and again on Sunday, July the 3rd at 1 p.m. here in the community center, the Sangha Hall, we will have an Obon dance rehearsal. If you are interested in learning the dances, please join us for these practices. We will record the session for those who would like to practice at home. On Saturday, July the 9th, it is Obon, and a minimum of 100 volunteers are needed. Please pick your job and times by visiting ekoji.org, where you can find the link to the sign-up page. Also, you can order a memorial candle for your loved ones who have passed on, which will be placed in the garden for the candlelight service, which concludes the Obon festival. Just visit ekoji.org and find the link on the first page. You can also pre-order your tickets for admission to Obon, as this year the number of admission tickets will be limited. Volunteers do get in for free, another good reason to volunteer. Also, very importantly, next Sunday, it is the Sunday before Obon, and so we will have a temple cleanup. We have to stuff up the place, escort all the stink bugs out of the area, and we will start this at 9 a.m. in the morning. We do have also a final Obon planning committee meeting at 10 p.m., so we can devote at least an hour and then perhaps even more before the service. On Sunday, July the 10th at 11 a.m., Ekoji will conduct the hybrid Obon and Hatsubon memorial service for our loved ones who have passed away since the last Obon in 2021. This is a special time to light a memorial candle for the Hatsubon service. If you have lost a loved one, a dear friend, or a family member during the past year and would like to participate in the Hatsubon service, please either email ekoji.info@gmail.com by July the 5th, or complete the registration form online at ekoji.org. And you will need to provide the name of the deceased, the date of death, your name and relationship to the deceased, and your email and phone number, and whether or not you will be able to attend the service on July the 10th. If you are unable to attend, we will have a Sangha member light the memorial candle for you during the service. Your loved one does not have to be a member of Ekoji or even a Buddhist, for Amida Buddha's great vow of oneness with the universal truth includes all sentient beings. And I think we have an announcement about desserts. Pilar, please.
Thank you so much. My name is Pilar. I am your dessert hall captain for Obon this year. And I appreciate everybody that signed up today to make and bring desserts for Obon. As you can see, we're a little bit short of our fundraising goal 2 weeks out. Our goal is 85 batches of desserts to sell in the Sangha hall, in the dessert hall. Right now, we're at about 30% of that. Thank you again to everybody who has already signed up. If you have not already signed up, please do consider. You can do that either online at ekoji.org, or you can email me from the website, or I have some sign-up sheets out on the table in the foyer. Alternatively, if you don't want to bake a dessert of your own, or if you don't want to bake a dessert from one of our recipes, please feel free to donate store-bought desserts as well. Just bring them to the temple the morning of Obon, and we will take care of portioning them out for sale. Any help that you can give us would be so much appreciated. This is a huge fundraiser for the temple. Thank you.
Thank you, Pilar. Our minister's assistants, and lay leaders will be available to answer any questions you may have about the service or Shin Buddhism. They will be present in the foyer following our conclusion. Please feel free to approach them. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Sensei. Namo Buddhist.
Namo Amida.
Namo Buddhist.
Namo Amida.
Namo Buddhist. Take care.